2 minutes. I will just fix the earphones. Just give me 2 minutes.
Okay, ma'am. Please do.
Hello.
You start, ma'am?
No, I'm not able to actually hear with my earpods. Just a minute. Um, what happened to my earpods today? Because I want to listen to clear voice. Um, okay, ma'am. Can you speak now?
Can we start?
Yes.
Okay. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Dr. Anjum Qureshi, and I welcome you all for the Beyond Education series being organized by IGYM. This is a show, a unique talk show which invite people from different spheres of life and from different professions and from different parts of the country. Because everyone, each and every person in this world has a story to tell, a unique life journey that is worth sharing with the world, with your families and friends. And Indi Vyam is here to share your story. So today we have a very special guest, Anita Kaur ma'am. She's the head of RIMS International School and Junior College, Pune. I welcome you, ma'am, to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am, and thanks for the lovely introduction. So yeah, I also want to thank IDYM for giving us such a beautiful platform for all the educators around the world. So, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. And before starting with interaction, let me take this opportunity to introduce our guest speaker to all of you. We have with us Anita Kaur ma'am. She is working in the education field for more than 25 years as an education advisor, parent-student counselor, speaker, motivator, career counselor, personality development coach, parenting coach, and presently she's heading a junior college. She has received Excellence Award 2021 by Times of India and Uni Applied. She has also received Best Teacher Award by IIHM Pune and received the Excellence Award 2022 by ITYM for Excellence in Education field. She has received the Best Educator Award for 2022, Edu Excellence Award 2022 by Edition India, and on the World Teachers, she has also received the World Teachers Day Award 2022 presented by Ms. Heather Anderson, MSW President, World Genesis, Foundation Secretary General, USF UCA UNESCO. So that was wonderful. It's really great. And Nan, so this was in short about you. So let's just start with introduction. Because you have this experience of 25 years being in the education field. So firstly, we would like to know like how it started, and in this 25 years, you have specifically worked on different positions also. So we would like to know more about it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anjum, Ms. Anjum. Thanks for giving the beautiful introduction. We are in the education field, and I want to be forever in this field. So journey of 25 is actually more than 25 years. So my journey started, I started my journey at the age of 13 only. When I was only a 13-year-old teenager, I started the journey in the field of education. So after that, I don't know when this particular field turned into my passion. I still don't remember the day. So it was earlier when I was in my teenage of 13 years. That time it was a financial force that I came into the this particular field. But slowly I just adopted it and I just enjoyed the particular field by gaining the knowledge, receiving the knowledge, sharing the knowledge. That was the excellent part of my journey. So I worked in different fields during this particular 25 years, different fields. And I found out everywhere the education is, you are learning something. So whether you are in the education, you are in the hospital industry, you are in the other industries, you are in the finance field, any field, education is there. Knowledge is there by my way. So I gained a lot of experience, a lot of treasure. Actually, I used to call my everyone, my colleagues and the people who I'm working with. I told them, I just gained my treasure. I have a lot of treasure from loss. And so I am ready to share with anyone. So whoever is there, I'm just accumulating from everyone, just making a treasure of mine, and then I can share with anyone. So I'm that particular person. So yeah, 25 years of journey is a lot for me, and different positions also. Earlier, I was a teacher, simple teacher. Then slowly, I just done with my graduation. I completed the graduation. Then I become a particular specific subject teacher. Then the administration. Then hold the different positions and the financial executive positions, administrative positions, head of different states. I was at IIT. There I was heading the three states as an administrator. So different levels where I just grow with all these. And still I'm learning. Still I'm in the steps of that particular ladder, but I'm still learning and still going ahead. So I think it's an endless stairs where everyone wants to just go ahead. So that's
Yeah.
my 25 years.
Wow, that's a great man. After 25 years, you still think you are learning. And
Yeah, yeah.
that's tremendous, man. Most of us will start with a teacher and then reach principal and but you have worked at different, means not just teaching, but you have also worked at administrative post and you have been like head of few states and all that. That's really great. It's really great to know. But ma'am, like you have really a career graph that is like growing.
Yes.
So this career graph that we have a growth, which is in the growth state always. So that cannot be possible without any kind of challenge. So you must have
That's true.
certainly faced some kind of obstacles, some kind of challenges. So what were those challenges?
It's not, Ms. Qureshi, it is not some challenges. I have been, from these last so many years, I have been on a roller coaster, actually. And that particular roller coaster has given me a strength, has given me a confidence to stand everywhere. So my journey is full of obstacles, full of struggle. I already told you that my journey started at the age of 13 when I became a teacher. I was in grade 9 when I was a teacher. I used to teach because of financial position was not good at my home. We actually, I belong to a joint family where I used to listen. Once my father told me my salary ends when her number is going to be there for payment of the fee and all that. I'm not able to just either she has to drop the studies or either I cannot afford for her studies also. And that day when I listened, I have to drop the studies. That was a really a nightmare for me. So I say I have to do something. So while going to the school that day, I thought, no, I have to do something. And I was a teenager. No one is going to give me the service at that time. So I thought, okay, I'm going to teach. So I start teaching the kids, nursery kids, and then first grade kids to whom I can teach. That way I started earning my money and utilizing that particular money in my own studies. So I was paying my fees and I was getting the books and all that. So parents were also happy because that was a very noble profession that I entered, and they don't have any objection in that particular field. So that time it was going good till my graduation, till my first year and second year. After that, in 1990, uh, unfortunately, we got migrated from our own state. From the I belong to a Jammu Kashmir, where the terrorism was on the peak in 1990. So I'm a victim of that particular thing. So one fine night, we just left without anything, in one single dress. We left our state and reached to the other state. So studies, everything was all over was like it was like a dream now that we can study further or we can just live. It was like livelihood was not able to just we are not able to just get our livelihood, daily bread and butter was not possible for us. So studies is like the secondary third. I think it was not in the option only. So that time, even when I was facing that particular migration situation where the we don't have the money to get the bread and butter, that time even my mind was always occupied how to get the studies, how to study, how to complete my graduation because I have was undergraduate that time. I was in first year. So my mind was always like that, what to do, what to do, what to do. And the state was under a particular pressure that nothing was like, uh, it was not like that you are going to go and get the college admission and all that. It was documentation, everything was at my own state. And it was under the terrorism that time. But still, it took me 6 months to accumulate myself here. I went to the college, you won't believe, I have completed my graduation under a street light. So I never gave up. I say, I have to go, I have to study, I have to make myself like I cannot give up. So I completed literally, and I don't have the books, nothing because money was not there. You don't have the books, you are in a different state. You are living in a room where other 40% are accompanying you in the same room. So you cannot study there also. So we usually, our friends, me and my friends, usually during the daytime, we went to some schools and colleges where the same education was given to those stakeholders, and we just go to the professor, say, sir, please, can you give a book for half an hour? You are a very good professor. We know you about, so, all the students are praising you a lot. Just buttering that particular person. And just get a book for half an hour. We Xerox that book. And that Xerox pages, we distribute among each other. And one page we took it ourselves, study from that. And next day we exchange those particular pages. And the study is going to in the night under a street light. When the street lights are on, we study there. So I completed the graduation in such particular conditions. And during that particular period, also the only source of income for me was like tuitions, alone, like education. So it helped me in that particular time. It took almost 5, 6 years to just make ourselves like feeling that now okay now we can just have that particular financial background. We have money. We can just go ahead. And I was always in the education and make sure that if the thread of education is with you now, you cannot be going to be just uh, being as a leftover. Like you cannot be feel any time that you are not existing anymore. It's such a light, is a, such a noble light which always enlightened you inside. So I was so confident because of my education. And from that day, I was like, during the day, I was going to the school. It was not a school; it was an open area where we all gathered together. We discussed each other. Then we came back, and after that, I was just doing the tuition, doing the second work, doing the third work. I was busy. Six after the graduation, I went to Delhi for a job. I was working there in the human ministry as a survey officer. So I was going to the different states for the surveys, getting 250, 150 or 250 per day as a DA, working under that. Came back, got the admission in the university and studied. And I was like, during that particular period, migration period, when everything was stopped for us, the only way to get out of that particular turmoil was the education. So continuously on that particular platform. There was so many hurdles during that particular period. There was examination was not conducted by the universities. They were saying, no, you are not the part of our university. You are belonging to some different universities. You cannot take the examinations. Struggling with them every day, fighting with them, coming back to home, doing the work and all that. So yeah, after I think 97, my I actually took a break. 97, I got married. Uh, with my husband's support, he always make me sure that you have still go on a little, you have still to go. There's nothing like that you have achieved like something, you are now graduated, you are doing a very good job or like that. No, you have still to go more, Anita. You don't stay here. So that boost from my husband, my family, my mother, everyone was like, no, study. We are there for you. And you won't believe, Ms. Qureshi, I have completed my. Still, I'm studying. I'm doing the research work. I done my masters with my kids. My kids were going with me to the university, holding them with me, going to the university, completing my masters, coming back, doing the tuitions, going to the college. It was like so learned during these particular years is full of. It's not like easy. Going to the university with a kid in a classroom is not easy. Telling the professor, yeah, I cannot be without my son, I cannot be without my daughter, I have to keep them here only. They have to be there outside waiting for me. It's not easy. But yeah, I have never, even till now also, I have never given up. Never ever. So that is my, I was still facing sometimes the obstacles, not getting the things on like that. But still, I make sure that every obstacle I faced in my life, especially from the last 30 years, migration was in the year 1990 and this 19 it's 2022. This is the 32 or 30 to a year of migration. Still I feel that yeah, because our state was known as the best state heaven. It was, everyone knows that the Kashmir is the heaven, and Kashmiris were famous only for the education only. And yeah, that is still that thing I want to just make sure that one day it should be again the same. And that day I can just declare that no, there is no obstacle there in my life. I can go directly, I can study there. Everyone can come to our state and be there as live in that particular heaven. So yeah, yeah, my life is having good that those 5 6 years. If I tell you that, then I cannot be complete in 1 hour. So it's a good roller coaster. But yeah, knowledgeable, strong, confidence. I gained everything during those particular years. Everything. That was
Yeah, ma'am. Like it is said that education is the key to development. Education can change anything. And you are the real example for that. You like you were telling after marriage, well, that is a common problem for the women because I have also completed my PG and PhD only after marriage. So that I can understand. But before that, if you told that was really, I was getting goosebumps when I heard all that. And it was really how hard you have struggled to come to that. That's remarkable and just hats off to you.
and Ms. Qureshi, Kashmir is having a temperature of like 15, 20, 22 is the weather. And when we migrated to the different Jammu is a state, JNU, the temperature of that particular area is 47, 49. So how to survive in that particular temperature was a big challenge that time. And you won't believe we were like not able to survive. We were every day we were like where we are, how we are going to be there without fan, without AC. Even I told you now we were staying 40 people in one room, 40 people. We were waiting for the food. See, when he's going to finish, then it's going to be my turn to wait for the food. So full of struggles, full of. But still, that we are smiling, and you find me every time like this only. That time also I was like this only. This time I'm also like this. So I accept the challenges with a smile. Your voice was mic. Mic is your mic is off.
I just forgot. So, like, that's how you deal with the challenges now. Again, yes, ma'am. Like, you have to so much of challenges, but certainly you must be having some people who have supported you. You must be having some mentors who helped throughout in your career. So, who were those people?
See, supporters, of course, is the biggest supporter of my life is my mother. Biggest supporter. Even till today also, she's the biggest supporter. My husband, unconditional support from my husband. My own kids, every time they told me that they believe more than me. They told me that we believe. I sometimes doubt myself. They say, no, we know, mama, you can do this. My husband said, I know you can do this. My mother said, I know you can do this. So they are the biggest supporters of my life. My mentors is my principal, Bharti Dhar. She was always there and she was always boosting me. She's a mentor for me. I have learned so much things from her. How a leader should be, how a person should be. I have learned a lot of things from her. She's my mentor. Kajal ma'am is here, so she is Kajal Chatija ma'am. She's the person where you actually learn how to be a person who is always like like a booster for others, like a power booster for the others. She always make you comfortable. She always make give you a solution of the problem. She never allows you to just be a dull. Just she always make you. If you tell her now, I'm sad today. I'm not feel. She will just boost up you in just a minute. So do this, do that, do that, do this, and she will do it. So they are the mentors where can you learn. So my mentor is like my principal, Bharti ma'am. As a professional career is concerned, my Kajal ma'am is here. I have learned so much how to explore yourself, how to just be yourself. So I have learned from her. And family is of course they are always there. My father-in-law, my mother-in-law, they always are like a good support to me. They sometimes my husband says my father-in-law is having more confidence in more like that thing in you than me. She said, no, tell her to do this. Then she finds कि वो हो जाएगा. It's going to be done. If you're going to tell Anita now, so she is going to do it. So that particular confidence, that particular support is from my family, my in-laws. Yeah, that's 100%. I'm really blessed with that.
Yes, ma'am, we always need, and always our family is the best supporter that we have. And then, of course, we have many people around. They can be our colleagues, they can be our friends. We have so many. And yes, we're now coming to something about the different activities that you have been doing. You are a parent student counselor. So, ma'am, nowadays, what are the issues you have to handle as a counselor?
Yes. See, this is the really the topic that you told me as a parent student counselor. It's not an easy job actually. So, parent and student counselor to become both is actually to just erase the communication gap of the parent and the student. Because when I'm talking to the parents and when I'm talking to the students, there are both of them are just like opposite direction. Parents are telling something different, students are telling something different. So I always make try to just understand both of them first as a career counselor, as a student counselor, as a parent counselor. I usually do counseling to the parents more than the students because every parent right now is having only one particular that mindset that my child should be a scholar, nothing less than that, nothing. So that mindset should be changed for every. Even I'm a like a faculty also. When I enter my classes, when I'm starting my classes with the new batches, I tell them when very first day, I don't need the scholars in my class. I need the knowledgeable students in my class. And that particular thing, they really take that thing in a very good notes. I told them, I don't want the scholars there. I don't want here. I'm not here for you people who are getting 90 or 100 out of 100, 99, 98. No, I want my all the students to know what we are teaching, what we are learning. If you understand it, then I'm a good teacher. So same thing I make the understand. I ask so many times in the parent counselor session. Right? I ask the parents, did you know what your hobby? Did you know what your passion of your child? Did you know how much marks he got last time and how much marks he got this time? Did you know the difficulties why he is not able to get the marks? Did you ever spend a quality time, not the quantity time, quality time with your student? So that way, I actually take the parents. I actually just make sure the parents. I ask them if your child is getting 10 last exam, out of 10 he is getting 4. So you would start scolding him. "भाई, क्या है तुम्हें इतना पैसा खर्च करते? We are spending lots of money on you. You are not studying. So can you do first? Can you praise him for these 4 marks? Then start scolding for him the rest of the marks. At least praise for these four, na? Then tell him, okay, I tell my students, you got the four, na? What to do? Now we have to work hard only for the 6 marks. That's all. I never told my students that you got four and you are not a good student. I say, okay, done. Four is done. Now we have to keep four aside. We have to work only for the 60% rest. 40 though you are already done. So we are only working hard for the 60%. That I'm telling to my parents also. Just appreciate your kid for what he or she have got. So I told them, do you know if he got four first time, second exam and he got six. So appreciate for these 2 marks. Then tell him, okay, now you already achieved two. Now rest is very soon you will get the good marks. Don't tell them कि तुमको कुछ आता नहीं, you are useless. You are just I make sure that I always make sure the parents understand this particular strategy. I say just use this particular thing once and you will find a change in your own son and daughter. I have already applied to my students and I am getting beautiful results. So I told you apply and be with your kid without scolding him, without giving him that your friend is studying very good, your this is studying very good. No, why to compare? Why? So this is my parenting sessions. So I took the parenting sessions and I make them understand what is your role and duties as a parent. Don't think that they are going to school and now you are free. So that is like this is needed nowadays. Actually, what happening, Ms. Qureshi, is both the parents are working, right? So, and they try to make fill that particular gap either with the gadgets or with the money, or blaming them that we are earning, we are working, and you people are not. So that is not going to be there. I make them. We are working. Yes, we are working. I'm also working. But if I'm going to a home, instead of getting a atmosphere which is not giving a good that particular image or particular bonding with my kids, why not to create a good atmosphere? Why not to tell him what you have done for the school, what was there? Just make sure that you are exchanging the full day cutting so that he is able to just be with you. How many of you have done that? None of them is like we are busy, we are working. So what do you mean by we are working? We can just spend half an hour, 1 hour with our kids daily. So that way is I'm actually doing it with the 12th grader parents because 12th parent graders are putting a lot of pressure on their kids. That every year I make sure that I in my college actually I take 5 6 sessions with my parents and then separately with my students. So that is how I deal with students. Is always I make them sure this is this, you are right. Make sure that you're not doing the mistakes again. Study what you are, do the smart study and make them understand what is a smart study, how you are going to just do that. So, and why you are doing this is very important. Why? Where you are going to go for after 12? What is your, from 11th only, I start just having their, I do the surveys actually. I do the questionnaires with my students. Even you won't believe once I done a questionnaire with my students and I showed that to the parents once I conduct the parent teacher parent counseling session and I asked them, tell me what's your hobby or they were not almost I think 70% parents doesn't know what their kids are saying, what the kids are actually liking. And I showed them the graph. I said, see, so Manuela, this is the non-involvement of the parent. And parent right now, nowadays, the parents are like, mom is saying, मैं नहीं देखूंगा. Father is saying, मैं नहीं देखूंगा. So that particular thing should be like balanced. So yeah, it is needed, ma'am. I really, in my every session, even my colleagues, I told them also, this is to be done by everyone in every school. We need to appreciate the kid. Then scolding. I scold so many times these kids as a. It's not like I'm not scolding them, but I make them understand how to do. And you are done. And I never say my student that you are useless. You cannot do this. You cannot. I always say you have a particular quality. God has sent every human being with a quality. Every human being on this earth is having a particular good quality. And one quality is with everyone. Some have more, but one is with everyone. So you need to understand which quality God has given to you when you are on this earth. So that is like making them sometimes very good, very strong. So that is with the counseling section of my teachers and oh sorry, with students and parents.
Yeah, that's wonderful, ma'am. It was really like to know. And this was the problem today because even today I was just listening to one of the sessions and which is telling about parenting. So he told that this is the first mistake that we do. We tell our children that I am spending so much money on you for your
Yeah.
education. So this is the first mistake that the parents are doing, always making them realize that we are working for you, we are spending so much money for you. This is the first mistake that that shouldn't be
So
done.
that's why I'm telling you. So it's like we are, of course, parents are working very hard. That is, but realize making them realize this way is
Yeah,
not making them realize in the other way, appreciating them for the small way. Of course, make them realize that you have to work hard for the rest of the things. But make sure that you are going to appreciate first. First appreciate, then scold. So
yeah,
they will, otherwise they will think that कि ऐसे भी डांट खानी है. We have to, the mother or father is going to scold you otherwise only if we are getting the marks or we are not getting the marks. So it should not be that particular concept कि I have to, they are going to scold me by any ways. So this concept should be not there when we are as a parent or even as a teacher also. We should not be there.
yeah, ma'am. It's very rightly said. Now, secondly, ma'am, you're also a career counselor. So being a career counselor, I think it is very helpful because you are also an educator. So how does it help you in your current profession, being a career counselor?
Yeah, career counseling, I told you already, is like for all the, even not, I'm a belong to the commerce faculty, but I'm a career counselor. I told you earlier also that I started it early when the students are in the 9th, 10th. I do the career counseling for actually 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th students. So I actually ask them the question. I don't ask them, you want to become a doctor, you want to become an engineer, you want to become a this. No, I ask them which subject you like, why do you like. Most of the student in 9th and they tell you, I don't know what I'm going to do. And some told ki I'm going to NEET, I'm going for the NEET preparation, I'm going for the JEE preparation, I'm going for this preparation. So because their parents want to make them like that. So 9th, 10th students never think of their own what they want to be. There's only 10% survey because I told you I'm more than 25 years of the age. As per my own survey, is 10, 9, 10 it's 90% influence of a parent what to be there. So to understand them, I usually do the counseling session of 9 and 10 students with the parents. I don't do the counseling sessions, career counseling sessions to the students. I do them, I make the parents to be there. I ask the parents why you want to become them a doctor or an engineer or a why. No, we have a family background. My husband is a doctor. My this is a doctor. My brother is a doctor. We are having engineering background. Wo ye sab. And I make them understand how you came to know that you like science, you like this particular subject. I asked the student, okay, you want to become a doctor. Do you know what is the how many seats are available in India? Uh, State-wise, do you know how many medical colleges are there? Which part of the medical industry you are want to go? What do you like in the medical? Why you like a doctor? Why you want to become a doctor? What qualities do you like? You want to become an engineer? Which type of engineer? Then I gave them the information about the rest of the professions. I make them available. So what are the other things in this particular after 10th, after 12th, what are the options available? And they just literally tell me sometime in last question Abhi, this year only in the month of April. Some parents are like, we don't know. These are also options available. Yeah, ma'am. I say, yes, sir. These are. So it is not the medical means only doctor and engineering means only engineer. Civil engineering, mechanical engineering, this electrical engineering, that they know only these four. So I have a PPT for career counseling. I show them the different areas, even in the medical med, we have so many other fields. We have the microbiology, we have so many other fields. And in engineering, in the commerce field, in the humanities field, I make them understand it. So a proper way of understanding them. Then I give the questions to my students, a survey sheet to my students. They need to feel as a general knowledge. It's not like belonging to any particular subject and all that. I ask them the question on the basis of you want to become a doctor, then what you are going to do? Where you want to serve? You want to serve in your own country, you want to go outside the India. So I just check their mentality, I just check their power, how they are going to utilize it in the future. And after getting that, then I just be with them, then getting their results, checking their results. checking their interests, checking their hobbies. So that way, the career counselors in the science. Some students they have done the computers, they have done the wonderful projects in the computers. I make the parents like that if he's a particular interest in this particular field, develop this particular interest. In some students, I have asked the parents to just involve them in the music because I asked so many students in the day sung like beautiful, like Kishore Kumar and Rafi's, and like they are very much into the music. And I ask them, did you learn? No. I make them parents like just if you want to make them other studies also, just make a hobby of this, or just make him like he feels comfortable with the music, drawing, so many things. One of my students told me recently that I want to go for a modeling. I don't want to study, ma'am. I want to go for the modeling. I say, okay, dear, it's good. There is so much. When I asked him, do you know that now we have a modeling colleges also where you can go and study and learn how to be a model? He said, no, I don't know. Then Mala, that this is not fair, dear. So you should know if you have a passion, you want to go for some particular field, you should have every knowledge about it. You know, right now, Google search and you will get every information about that particular field. He was so happy. And next day he came with me, ma'am, this is the, I asked him, I need the information from you. World May, which is the best modeling institute in the world, which is the best modeling institute in the India, Pune, Maharashtra, everything. I said, I want this in particular. Come with me tomorrow. I will just find you a good college for you. And he came literally, and he came, ma'am, but I need to study before going for modeling. I have to complete the 12th. So I say, okay, that's great because he wants to complete the 12th grade and won't go for the modeling because he was himself able to find out why he was going to. I know, but what eligibility criteria is here? I don't do the work. I just gave them the work. You want to become this now? Okay. Tell me these particular things and come back to me tomorrow. We will discuss further. And which is a good college in India, which is a good college in uh, world. I make them understand. I told them, what? Okay, don't worry. We are going to just discuss tomorrow, and I will choose you which college you can go. That way, when you make them work for their career, for their passion, for their hobby, then you will find the excellent results. Excellent. When you are telling them, no, you have to become the doctor only, you have to become the engineer only, then it's not going to work. Never. So even this is with me, my daughter, she got in 10th because I was a teacher right from the beginning only. So they never gone outside my house. Like they were with me only as a maid. So in her 10th, she got 10 out of 10 CGP. So my full family was ready to make her a doctor. Full. So my husband, my in-laws, my parental side, everyone was like thinking that now she has to take the science, medical, and she has to become a doctor because my in-laws they are all doctors, engineers, and all that. So there is no one from their family like. So my daughter said, "No, I don't want to go. I don't like the science. I have completed because it is a compulsory subject in 10th. But I don't like the science. I don't want to proceed in science." You won't believe, Miss Karish, 1 month there is a particular fight in our family that she doesn't want to go for. And I was the only person in her family to support her. Okay. Then I told her, okay, do one thing there. You want to prove your point that you want to go for the commerce field. Just let your every family member know why. Give them the reason, give them the particular path where you are going, what is the benefits of that particular path, how you are going to proceed in the life, what are your future prospects, where you are targeting in future. Then show them if they are happy, then you can proceed. No? It's you who are going to convince them. I'm with you, that's okay, but you need to convince the other person and give them the other copy, medical copy, non-medical copy, and for your what you want to go for. And you won't believe she has worked for. She told family members, give me 1 week. I will get back to you on why I'm on this particular field. Very proudly saying right now, she is an auditor in the Deloitte US. So she has chosen the commerce by his own. She want to go for that. She was selected. She was studying the symbiosis. She was selected in second year of her graduation by the Deloitte US. Second year, and she was doing ACCA with the BCom honors. So it is like when you choose, you are allowing your board, you are allowing your other person to pursue in the career, but not like that. कि, okay, तुमको doctor बनना है बनो. Ask them why. So this is when I'm doing the career counseling with students. I ask them why, and if why, then give me the details. Find out the details and come back to me, and we will cherish that particular details. So this is how the things are going on with me.
Yeah, ma'am, that's wonderful. Actually, it is like a counseling session for every one of us who are listening or to the listening. or will be watching to this video. It's wonderful, ma'am. And yes, this is a problem, ma'am. Actually, just today, one of our friends, she was very worried because, as you told, NEET and JEE, these are only the two options that we parents want to give to our children after 10th. So, a student, her son is in 10th standard, and she was like, okay, I'm going to send her to this academy in Hyderabad, and then she will be doing for JEE. So, we told her, see, he has some other interest, and we know that that boy is very good in public speaking. He has lot of knowledge about politics and all general awareness. So people, you don't force him, and so that was like very generalized thing nowadays. And nowadays we can't just push the children. Like we were
Hmm.
of that, okay, because your friends are going to engineering, you go to engineering. Your friends are going for medical, you go for medical. So nowadays we can't force the children. We have to listen to them.
Yes, of course, we have to listen and we have to guide them in a right
Yes.
way so that they should be involved in that particular decision. It should not be like the decision should be ours and we are telling them to select. What they are selecting, we need to check that also. But before still selecting, they should go all around the world to check what they are doing and how it is accepted in the world future. So it's not like that we are studying this; it should be accepted worldwide. Right now, we are under a globalization world. So whatever we are doing, that is a globalization. It's like it should be accepted all over the world, all over the universe. We have to study like that right now. We have to be ourselves equipped like that on right now.
Okay, ma'am. And the next, what I would like to know is, you have received so many awards, but still, there should be some of the awards that are very close to you. So, would you like to share about some of the awards?
Uh, See, honestly, I'm telling you, yeah, of course, I have received so many awards, but I will tell you honestly, every year, actually, I pat myself when my 12th graders passing out, when they're coming out with the flying colors, is a record of mine right from 25 years. None of my students failed. None of my students. So every year with this particular college, this is my eighth year, completing eighth year in the Rim Junior College. I have 100% result, 100%. So every year when I'm getting a 100% result, it's a batch, and that is very close to my heart. So actually, when my students are in 11, when they are just entering to the 12th, on the very first day, I'm actually announcing them in the class that I'm adopting you all. So you are all my adopted kids. Now I have every right on you. So this is very famous in my school that Anita ma'am is going to adopt every student in the 12th and they are going to become their adopted kids. And I adopt them. Why I'm going to tell this, why I'm adopting them as the kids? Because with that, I feel that I'm the mother of everyone and I have to work for every one of them. As a mother, that for mother, everyone is equal. Every kid is equal, right? So I make sure that I actually work like a mother for them in the college so that I have every right to scold them, to go for a right path. And every time I have to protect them, not to be just pointed out by others. I told them if anyone is pointing on you, and I feel very bad as a protective mother, but I have every right to scold you, and they accept this. You won't believe, Miss Rishi, my students have never answered me back, and they told you we don't never mind, ma'am, your score, but we other teachers they come to ma'am, this teacher told me this, she's scolding, I have not done anything. So this is like how, and that every year ka passing of 12th grade is my life, and that is very close to my heart. Very. All medals, all other awards are there. But when all the students are coming me and thanking me and hugging me, and that is a very emotional, that particular moment is very emotional to me every year. And I want to continue this for the rest of my life. And I also, it's not like that scholars, I told you, I don't believe in scholars. I have always taken the students who are actually a challenge to me. I gave the admission to the students who are having 40% marks, 45% marks. I don't enter my college with the scholars, but I make sure that the students who entered my college with the 45 marks leave my college with the above 75% marks. And this is the record in my college. I make them, I work with those students. I don't work with the scholars. They are already 90 holders and my school is having. I work with a student who's having 35 or 40% mark. I work with them still. And it's my proud moment. Here, I tell you honestly that all of them are making me proud every year, every year. But yeah, for that, I was always there like a mother. it was not possible without their support, without my team ka support, without my teachers ka support, without my management ka support. Because whatever decision I'm taking for my graduating students ka, they always believe in me. My management always believe in me. My teachers always supported me. My students always supported me. And this is my biggest love.
That's super, ma'am. That was really great. And in fact, for all the educators, like all the teachers around the world, success of the students, that is our biggest achievement. And especially when they come and tell, yes, I have cleared this exam. Thank you, ma'am. So that's really
This this year,
good.
ka ma'am, Miss Qureshi, this year the batch of 12th, because that was after the pandemic of 2 years, pandemic years of it. This is the first batch when they have written the offline examination, and you won't believe before examination they cried. They say, "Ma'am, we are not able to write it. We cannot write the examination." And I called the parents. They were also crying. Students were crying, "Ma'am, we are not able to write. We forgot how to write the examination. Last 2 years, we didn't sat for any examination." I said, "Don't worry. You have faith on me, na. Just do whatever I'm going to tell you. Don't worry. We are going to clear with the flying colors. This is my promise to you, but you need to follow me." They said, "Okay." Parents and students told me, we are going to follow you. Ma'am, we want to clear the exams. And literally they worked like anything. They worked hard so much. And when the result was here, it was always, and my college got 100% result even in the pandemic also. So the parents and students came and they were crying and hugging me. "Ma'am, it was you who was having the faith that everyone is going to clear. I have full faith on my kids." So they were telling that because of your faith, we accepted the challenge. So that is very important. This was the first toughest batch of the 12th. Now the students are ready for the examination, but that particular batch was very tough, very tough. And they came, every parent came and they said, "This is because you were like strong enough." No, kuch nahi hai. Everyone is ready. Everyone is, I told them, no, everyone is ready. Some of them are backing. They even tell me, "We don't go, ma'am. We are backing from the examination. We don't want to go." But so that particular support is going to be always there for the kids. It should be. And our RIMS team, our team of the RIMS teachers, my HSC teachers, all the teachers, they are so good, so supportive. That's wonderful. I really thank them for that.
That's wonderful, ma'am. And yes, ma'am, you should, you must be having certain income goals, some long-term, short-term goals. So we would like to know about your goals.
Yeah, so I have actually long-term goals. So I want to be in the education field only to learn, to unlearn and relearn so many things because you should be like that only. And goals are like want to be in the education field, want to be in the career field, short term, long term, both are mine that I want to be in this field only. And yeah, I want to change a little bit in the education system. Like, is my goal if I have a chance in future that I want to change some examination patterns of our students because it's actually uh, I want a different examination pattern. I want something different that actually gives the knowledge to the students. It should not be binding a particular subject and all that. It should be something, some particular chapter, some particular thing should be there for everyone. So it should be a general knowledge to all the students. I was teaching yesterday students social responsibilities. It is a business studies chapter. I told my students that this chapter should not be restricted to the commerce students. This social responsibilities as a human, as a citizen, as a student should be for everyone. It should not be restricted that only the business studies student should know what is the responsibility of a social responsibility of a human being, of a student, of a owner, of a businessman, as a government. It should be known to everyone. It should be a chance. So that way, I want to change some particular thing if I get a chance. So my goals are like that to just do something for my education. Yes.
That's wonderful, ma'am. And ma'am, before leaving, we would like, if you would like to give a message to all of us.
Uh, it's like, I will like to thank first IDYM because they have given us such a huge platform where across the world we are able to listen each other, we are able to share with each other, we are learning from each other, we are unlearning, we are relearning from each other. We are sharing the actually I told you now we are sharing the treasure from you accumulated so many treasure. You are sharing with me. I'm sharing with you, with the others, because I'm listening all the interviews because I'm a part of the IDYM, and I'm so thankful to Ravi sir. that he created such a beautiful platform for everyone to share their own experience, their own knowledge, their own journey. This is the beyond education is a journey. So how we came here, what are the and this should be an inspiration to others for how many difficulties you face in life. This is my message. How many difficulties, whatever the difficulties, whatever the challenges, whatever the obstacles are there in your life, one thing never give up is your never give up your confidence. Never give up in your life by any ways, whatever it is. Yeah, today it can be difficult, but tomorrow it can be yours. So every evening there is a morning, every when there's a sunset, every time next day is going to be a sunrise. So I always believe in that. Today it's a difficulty, it's okay, but tomorrow maybe I can just be out of that particular difficulty. So be confident, be strong, and never give. This is my message to everyone.
That is wonderful, ma'am. Never give up. And only
Never.
then we can be like what we say, become successful in life. We can be having a happy life. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. It was a
Thank you so much.
really
Thank you, Idym. Thank you, Mr. Rachel. So nice with you. I was feeling so comfortable with you. It's like sharing the same platform. So thanks. Nice. I have already listened to your all other interviews. It was so nice with you. Thank you so much, Idym. Thank you so much, Ravi sir, uh, for giving such a beautiful platform. Thank you.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. And it was really an inspiring journey. We have the tagline, inspiring stories to inspire the world. So that was one more inspiring story to inspire the world. Thank you very much once again. And also thank you, Ravi, sir, for the wonderful opportunity and whole team of IQIM.
Yeah,
Thank you very
whole team. Yeah, they are actually the actual supporters.
much.
So unconditional support is like they are here for every time. Thank you so much, the team. Thank you, sir. Thank you, the team. Thank you, team.
Yes.